why would people be traveling during pandemic? It is irresponsible, totally irresponsible, not safe, and it's not good. You know, what kind of example are you leading for children, for other people who are looking up to you? Omo, if you're looking up to me and I disappointed you, I am not sorry, okay? I am not nobody's mother. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Msala. If your first time stopping by, you're definitely welcome, and if it's not your first time stopping by, thanks for always coming back. Today I'm going to be doing a couple of things you should note if you're going to Tulum Mexico. So I went to Mexico sometimes in November/December, and I wrote down a couple of things that you should note if you want to go on vacation, because I know since I came back a lot of people have been asking me how much does it cost, and was it a friendly place, was it expensive, is it reasonable, was it fun? So I'm going to list out a couple of things that we went through or that we did. So when I say we, I mean me and my sister. Even though someone asked me a couple of days ago, like, why didn't you post the picture of the guys you went with or the guys that took you there? Point of correction, you guys, ladies do go on trips alone, ladies go on solo trips, and just because a guy did not go with you does not mean that you cannot go on your own. Like, the plan is to make our own money. Like, my own plan in life is to make my own money, to be able to do things for myself, by myself, and have fun while doing it. I don't know why people always think that you always have to have a man with you, or a man has to be the orchestrator of all the, like, what is wrong with you guys? Honestly, it was just somebody that I know, so I didn't want to be rude to him, you know. But it's just, you know, when say something to you and you don't know how to react because you're shocked by the kind of question that they ask you, like, why didn't you post the guys that you went with, or we know you didn't go alone, you should have posted the guys. And I'm like, fam, like, what is your, like, I'm not going to be angry today. So people did not grow up with independent women, and it's okay, but don't project your poverty mentality on other people, okay? Do not ask people random questions like, oh, who did you go with? Even if I went with the guy, and I decided not to post the guy's picture, that's my personal decision, and I should not be asked about that. Like, where are your manners, you guys? So yeah, we were in a pandemic, and I know. When I first saw people traveling during the pandemic, I was like, wow, people be traveling during pandemic. It is irresponsible, totally irresponsible, not safe, and it's not good. You know, what kind of example are you leading for children, for other people who are looking up to you? Omo, if you're looking up to me and I disappointed you, I am not sorry, okay? I am not nobody's mother, and I'm not about to apologize for having the time of my life. I'm so thankful that I didn't even get COVID in the process, because that would have been ugly, you know. But when we were there, nobody was using masks. People were just doing things, like there were people selling food by the roadside with their hands, no gloves. See, when they say it's only God that is protecting you, I believe that 100%, because you could have got it from the flights. Everybody, they will say, oh, 6 feet apart, don't move too close. But when you're going through the airport itself, it's like there's no way you can give 6 feet. You can leave 6 feet in between the next person, because even if you are trying to be as careful with the person in front of you, the person behind you is still acting a fool. Like, I can remember I was trying to be like, okay, 6 feet, but the person behind me was just jamming me, and I was like, fam. Anyways, I wrote a list, so if you see me looking into my phone, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get my phone now, and then you can, you know, proceed. Everything was a package, okay? We got a package on bookings.com. According to my sister, she was saying, like, it's not reasonable to go on bookings because they have their fees, and when you have issues, it's not easy for you to call them, and then, like, it's just a lot of things. I think bookings is not owned by America, so, because if it's something that's owned by America, they aim to please, like, regardless of what's going on in the news right now, they aim to please. So they would do literally anything to make sure that you're satisfied with the system, and they would even give you refunds if you need to, or compensate you if you have any problems with that. But for bookings, it wasn't like that. It's like, if you made a mistake, okay, for example, we had booked plane tickets, hotel, car, and what else did we book? I think it was just 3 things, and they had their fees, and they also had insurance for the package. Insurance saves you in case of a, like, if you need to change a ticket or you need to cancel because of an emergency, insurance just helps you to make sure that you get your money back, or at least maybe 60 or 70% of your money back. So that's that. We had to cancel because the car was, I think what happened with the car, okay, something happened, and no, we had booked the ticket for later in December. Yes, we had booked the ticket for like ending of December stroke January, but I had something coming up, so I had to move November, ending of November, so we had to pay a lot of money. So because of that, I would say that don't do bookings. You can book for your ticket online directly from an airline, and then when you get there, make car reservations. But car reservations, sometimes I feel like it's better for you to do online, because you can get there and they tell you that they have no cars left or something, and you don't want to be stranded. Also, the only airport in Mexico, the only airport in Tulum is the one in Cancun, and Cancun to Tulum was 2 hours drive. I enjoy driving, so I didn't have a problem doing that. I mean, I drove all the way from Cancun to Tulum, and then when we were coming back to Cancun, I didn't have a problem with it. But yes, you want a car because it's very important for you. Like, you cannot, when I thought of it, I was like, okay, because we did a lot of research. I watched YouTube videos, I read so many people's blogs of their experience in Cancun and what they thought of, which also helped us to like have an idea of what the place was going to be like. Imagine you getting into a bus every single time you want to maybe go get breakfast, or want to go get lunch, or you just want to go into the city. It's probably like 10 minutes drive if you went by yourself, but if you went with a cab, number one, you don't speak Spanish, so those people do not play. It's just like if I went to Nigeria now, the way people would treat me, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like if I went to Kano is like a northern state in Nigeria. If I went to Kano and I don't speak Hausa, I won't get like professional treatment, and I won't get professional treatment, and I won't get things to be cheaper because I can't speak their language. But if I could speak their language, I'll get things easier. So it's the same way in Mexico. Like if you speak Spanish, they would like automatically attend to you faster, and your services would be like top notch. So, but because we didn't speak Spanish and we're just there like, and then Google Translate was just messing up, you guys see. Number one is they don't speak English. Okay, nobody speaks English in that place. Nobody, not nobody. Maybe like 1% speak English. It's just like, I don't know. It's important for you to get a car rental, because car rental makes your trip direct, easy, and you don't have to like jump cabs. It's like Lagos, because that place, in like, you're just walking by the roadside, and cab drivers will just be like, oh, do you want a car, do you want a taxi, and I'm like, bruh, just go, okay? Like, you can literally jump into a car in traffic and jump out of a car in traffic. Like, I saw it and I was like, this is Lagos, okay? There's nothing different in Lagos. Another thing is parking. Their parking was horrible. Like, you see, like the hotel we stayed in, the apartment we stayed in an apartment, not a hotel, but the apartment we stayed in, there was no provision for parking. We were parked by the roadside, okay? When I first parked, I was like, are you sure they're not going to steal this car or anything? It's not like a violent place, but I was just like skeptical. It's somewhere I've not been to before, so it's normal for you to like think of so many things. The parking was like, there's no parking, okay? You're probably not going to get parking, so if you want to get parking, let's get it on time, So I think the day before we went to this hotel, went to this beach. It's called Playa Ruins. No, it's called Playa Parasto. Yes, Playa Parasto. That place, we went to the place, and we went to the park. These guys, I don't know, I'm sorry if you did not grow up in Nigeria, if you don't know Nigeria, but like when you're in Nigeria and they see like you don't know something, like you are a novice, they would try to rush you and try to like they try to exploit you or extort you, because just like, okay, this person does not know anything, let's try to jump in front of them. So it was me and my sister, and a couple of guys were just waving us, and I was like, why are they waving us? I was thinking like, okay, maybe they wanted to tell us what's going on at the beach. And the guy was like, oh, do you want to park? You can park here. You're gonna pay 1,500 pesos, and you can get access to the beach house. You can get access to this. You can get food. You can get music. And it was like, oh, we pay 1,500 pesos. And me, I don't know, maybe it's because I like to spend. I don't really care about, like, I always believe like if I can afford it, it's not a big deal. So I was like, okay, let's just park here and pay. My sister was like, no, the guy looks dubious. Like, it was just trying to like pay now. Like, it was just about the money. So my sister was like, no, I don't think we should do it. And I'm like, what's the point? Like, the guy is just pressing us. So we're ready to park. Like he had already directed us for where we're going to park. I parked, and I think myself was like, let's just go, let's listen to him. Just across from where that guy was telling us to park was another restaurant, and the restaurant there, because it was like, oh, let's go to this restaurant, he has a restaurant right here and you can get a beach view, da 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 da, but you have to pay 1.5 and you have to pay now. So myself was like, oh, let's do it, I don't think so, I don't think it's right. So we went across, and there was another hotel there, Mezzanine. That hotel was the best hotel. I said hotel. There's another restaurant there. The restaurant is called Mezzanine. That Mezzanine is the best. I'm going to insert picture somewhere here. Mezzanine is just like, their food is just awesome. The view, they have the perfect beach view. So we got there, and the security guy there was just like, oh, you guys can park here. And I was like, oh, do we have to pay? And he said no. And it was like, can you imagine? This guy wanted to collect 1,500 pesos from us. Meanwhile, someone else just across from you was like, parking is free for everyone. You're like, you are not supposed to pay. I was like, wow.